XCN holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. I'm sure everyone is wondering, what in the world is going on with the crypto markets? What's going on with the XCN price? What's going on? All that good stuff, all these questions we're going to talk about that. We're going to analyze the price of XCN. As you guys know, we're doing that on the daily basis. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So as you can see at this point, guys, the broader market once again seeing a retracement. That is not a surprise to any one of us. A few coins up, litecoin, MKR, I don't know what this is, but some coins up, but majority of the market is down right now. But XCN also down 2.5% in USD. Bitcoin and Ethereum comparative price sitting at 2 cents, below 2.1 cents to be exact. Market cap 680.8 million and the 24-hour trading volume at about $80.3 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So you guys know I'm going to start off with the Bitcoin dominance index. As you guys know, it's not a crypto ZX update unless we don't talk about the dominance. And here we have it. Dominance spiked up to 64.3. Sorry, that's apologize. It was 61 something. I knew I was making a mistake here, but look at this. Dominance spiked up to 61.5% a few hours ago. So as we started off Monday, as we know, the market's never closed, but CME futures are closed, which usually tends to cause more manipulation than usual over the weekends. And we are coming out of a long weekend, especially if you're here in North America. And Bitcoin reacted on a negative note. Dominance spiked up, of course. And what have I been saying? Every single update of ours, I've been saying, let's not get super excited about, dominance pulling down, because it's in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking at it from a bigger picture, dominance is still quite high. And all it takes is a little bit of a shift in Bitcoin for the dominance to increase the way it did. And here we have it. It explains everything for us. Looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is, of course, showing weakness right now as well. But of course, if you look at it from a bigger perspective, people are going to come out and say, Crypto ZX, what type of weakness are you talking about for Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is still in the all-time high territory. And there we have it, right? People are so focused on altcoins that, you kind of neglect, how good Bitcoin is holding, because we're still in the 23.6 and we haven't lost that support. And this goes back to what I've been saying. There's so much demand from institutions. There's so much demands from institutions, governments this time around that we've never seen. So it's actually outweighing the supply. Even if you look at the mining, the amount of Bitcoins that are mined, the supply is not keeping up with the demand right now there's for Bitcoin. And do you think these big institutions are here for the small term, like 6 months or 12 months? They're here for the long haul. They know where Bitcoin is going. They know this is a new asset class, and we're about to see market really thriving in the long term. Of course, right now we're seeing a little bit of choppy levels, not something that we haven't seen, but Bitcoin did make its way down to $93,351 as we started off Tuesday. Sorry, it's not Monday, Tuesday. But we did see a little bit of a bounce since then. Of course, it's a big week, if you guys know, a lot of things happening, but Bitcoin's still not making up its mind in which direction it wants to go, still in this accumulation zone. But there's still chances of us falling down to 92,500 right now based off of the dominance. And of course, if we drop below that, you really want to see the $90,000 support hold. If not, I think it's lights out for Bitcoin in the short term. With that said, let's really analyze and take a look at what's happening with the XCN price. So this right here, I know a lot of people are probably confused looking at this chart in the Crypto ZX. What are you showing us? This makes no sense. This right here is a weekly time frame. So we're going to switch to the hourly to give you guys a closer look and understand, what we're looking at right now for XCN. So if you look at it from an hourly perspective, guys, a lot of people, and it's, again, you're not going to please everyone. And let me just get that out of the way. You're not going to please everyone. Of course, there are people that are going to comment negative, that are moon boys, that don't look at it from a realistic standpoint. But, you've been noticing quite a, bearish momentum for XCN over the past, few days to be specific. So, of course, we saw once again a big wick up to that 2.28 cents. And look at that. It did not last too long. Manipulation occurring, guys. The volume is not where you need it to be. Even though we have seen a retracement, it's still hovering below 100 million. And as of now, I'm sure anyone can really see that, it's looking more likely than ever that, this wick from the third could be filled in. A lot of people did not think this was a possibility, but we're literally sitting about a 12.65% move for us to see that. So let's say Bitcoin does end up, okay, look at it from this angle, guys. Let's say Bitcoin just ends up retesting its retracement just from the third, sorry, am I looking at the wrong one? Here, sorry, apologies. This is my fault. Here we go. So let's say we retest the February 3rd low, right? That's a 5% give or take. And now let's say dominance, spikes up to the likes of 62.3% or possibly even start heading towards 63%. Usually if we drop below the 23.6, the likelihood of that happening is quite high. This would easily make us fill this wick from the third. I know I hate to say it. Why? And, I love each and every one of you guys that, really come and show so much support, understand it from a realistic standpoint, and the ones that, comment the good things. I love you all. Thank you. But of course, you're not going to please everyone. And right now, believe it or not, there is a lot of bearish momentum on XCN. The likelihood of us falling down to the 1.8 cents mark is still there. Obviously, a lot of support was, a resistance coming in our way back on the 17th. And right now, this is something that, I want you guys to be aware of. That could be a possibility. And if we drop below that, the next main support is at 1.5 cents. And it's extremely important. I know the timing might not be right, for the volatility to come towards this, but I hate to say it, guys, these are some realistic things you need to be looking out for. Of course, if we were sitting above, the 2.6 cents mark, then, this drop wouldn't even be a big issue in a grand scheme of things. But right now, critical levels still. Of course, if we're sitting above 2.6 cents, we could be looking at it from a different angle. But even when we have seen Bitcoin show strength, when we have seen a dominance, plummeting, you haven't really seen XEN budging, which again is something that you want to keep an eye out on. And again, if you have picked up XEN early this year and you're still sitting at a lot of profits that you cannot afford to lose for potential if the market were to retrace, then it's a good time to be locking in profits. Don't listen to the Twitter comments. Don't listen to the YouTube comments. It's always good to lock in profits. But again, at the end of the day, let me know down below what you guys think. Right now, obviously, we're still sitting at some critical levels. Bearish momentum still there. Well, I'll keep you guys covered. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX and peace out.